Hey Sherry. With every week that goes by that we don't have our Comic-Con badges, I get more and more anxious. I know that nobody else has them either, but I still feel like something is being taken away from me, like I'm losing my chance to get one. And I know it's just because they're making their new pre-registration system perfect, so there'll be no glitches, which cost me a 4-day badge last time, but I still hate it because I don't know if I'm going to Comic-Con or not, and it's a very real possibility that I won't get a badge because lots of people don't. And it's weird to me that now going to Comic-Con seems like such a huge necessity because 2 years ago I'd never been. And you know, once I start thinking about it, I can make an entire list of things I don't like about Comic-Con. Like, I don't like having to share a hotel room with 8 people and still paying twice as much for a hotel room as I ever would under normal circumstances. That sucks. I don't like getting 2 hours of sleep a night. I like sleeping. I sleep a lot. Last time I was there I got heat stroke. That was fun. There are, like, so many people there. It's kind of a nightmare for me. There were so many people waiting in line in such a small space that I got full-on spooned by a stranger just like standing in line. The first year I was there, I had like a mental breakdown in the middle of Fall H on Sunday because I was so tired. I had gotten so little sleep and so much had happened to me that I just sat down on the ground and started crying, and a security guard walked up to me and was like, "You can't sit there. Fire marshal's orders." One time when we were standing at the Marvel booth, you got elbowed in the face. Last year, my cosplay shoes fit me so badly that a week after Comic-Con was over, my toenails fell off. Both of my big toenails, they just came off. And the internet tells me that toenails falling off is common in extreme sports. Running, soccer, skating, and skiing. And cosplay, apparently. My all-time favorite story from Comic-Con though, and you were there for this, was when we were sleeping in the miscellaneous line. Like, there's the line for Hall H that gets to sleep under the little tents on the grass, and then there's the miscellaneous line for like badge claims and all the other panels and stuff that they sort out in the morning that gets to sleep on the sidewalk. And then as soon as I had fallen asleep, the line moderator was like, "You have 30 seconds to get up and move." And if you, in those 30 seconds, if you did not pick up all your camping stuff and move up in the line, you got left behind and you didn't get to be in line anymore, even if you'd been sleeping there. But obviously there are a lot of great things about going to Comic-Con too. I mean, otherwise hundreds of thousands of people wouldn't go every year. Despite the crazy wake-up times, I like camping out in line. It's fun to feel like you're part of something, and when you get to like sit down 20 feet away from the stage in the morning, you're like, this was worth it. This was worth camping out all night. I like not having to start conversations with, "Do you like comics?" but something like, "How do you feel about Mark Waid's Daredevil run?" And people will instantly know what you're talking about. Nobody looks at you like you're crazy. That's great. One time when Allison and I were cosplaying, somebody took our picture, and then after they walked away, it was like, "Wow, wait, I think I know them from Tumblr." One of my favorite authors complimented me on my Sif costume. One time I talked to Marjorie Liu about her work on Black Widow comics for like 20 minutes. My favorite moment from Comic-Con though was when I was waiting in line for a panel and I overheard a man on the phone with his mother, and he said, "Mom, it's great here. I'm not that nerdy comic guy, I'm just a guy." I thought that was the best thing. Anyway, Sherry, thank you for suggesting we go to Comic-Con, and when I was like, "Haha, yeah, that'd be great," thank you for making it actually happen, because I never thought I could go to Comic-Con, it just hadn't occurred to me, and you pointed out that it was attainable and something we should do, and it has led to some of the best times of my life, and thank you for that. By the way, Sherry, there was a little earthquake this morning. Not very big, just big enough to wake me up. I think you probably didn't feel it because it was so small, but I wondered if you did.